G'day, Detective Sergeant Sir Vincent Powders here once again. Just warning you that pretty soon you're going to be hearing the psychotic ramblings and muckraking innuendos of my disowned brother, Bexx Powders. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only is he a liar and a cheat, he's also a pervert, and he's criminally insane. Fortunately, we've had a restraining order placed on him, and now I'm here to set the record straight. There was never a floppy disk containing a so-called ultimate single titled Opium For The Masses, and there was never any so-called trail of death and destruction as the so-called ultimate single passed from hand to hand. And with regard to my upcoming knighthood, there was no political back-scratching involved at all. So ignore the drug-crazed ramblings of Bexx Powders until I can oil the wheels of the judicial system properly. And remember what we used to tell you when we lectured your primary school. If you can't trust a policeman, who the can you trust?
Bexx Powders and the Big Beat, Episode 3.
Bexx Powders, lovesick clown, sat in the Ginsberg diner believing the only pink Mohican he'd ever loved had flown out of his life forever. And since forever is a long time, maybe I'd been a mite hasty giving Coral a boot. True, she was a mean, deceiving dirtbag who threw the occasional knife, but aren't these the very qualities I look for in a woman? Ditch her 9 brothers and there might be hope for us yet. Just then, the long shadow of the law fell across my lasagna.
G'day, dog's breath.
Hi, Vince. Pull up a chair.
What if I could bloody well find one? Oi, give us your chair, mate. 'Cause I want it, that's why. Don't back-chat me, brickhead. Official police business is being conducted here, and unless you want a quick trip down the station... I thought not. Listen, Bexx, I couldn't talk to you on the phone last night because the feds have got the party line hooked up again. No respect for the states' rights. I mean, it isn't as if we don't look after them come Christmas time.
How's your day in court, Vince?
Rat shit. Geez, how do you get served in this joint? Can't an honest cop go to the head of the queue and not have to touch his wallet anymore? What's a man gotta do? Polish his bloody gun to get priority. Oi, ugly! How about taking me order? Your shout, Bexx.
Well, I'm a little light on.
Ah, stop quibbling, you stingy bastard.
How about we flip for it?
How about I thump you?
Take the gentleman's order, please.
Right, jumbo burgers, chips, coleslaw and fruit salad for 15.
For 15?
I think it's 15. No, it's 18. 18. And make it quick, dog's breath. Major crime, don't take a lunch break.
What am I buying for? The whole force?
Come on, it's just the afternoon shift. You think it gives me any great pleasure being the bloody lunch boy? I got a stack of verbals waiting to be typed up. Listen, last night I had a gander at the coroner's report on that punk we hooked out of the river and the late Mr. Pete Better. And bingo, we got a tie-in.
But the gobber drowned, Vince, and Pete, well...
He got a knife, and you know everything, don't you? Don't you?
Oh, Vince, I don't know everything.
You know nothing. For instance, you don't know the coroner ran tests on those 2 deviants and found their blood was full of highly illegal and addictive substances called endomorphs. You didn't know that, did you?
No, Vince.
No, Vince, no I didn't.
What are endomorphs, Vince?
Well, you're the one that went to university. You tell me.
But I don't know, Vince.
I don't know, Vince. Endomorphs are the body's natural opiates, manufactured in the brain to battle extreme pain. And those 2 punks were using it for kicks. They've been in a pack of bloody joggers. Oh, it turns your guts. The gobber was a right fiend for his endogenous opiates. Doc says he danced himself to death. And this prior to his landing in the river. If Pete Better hadn't had the 10-inch blade in his back, old Vince would have his feet up on the desk. Which reminds me, I want to have a word with that fiancée of yours.
She's not my fiancée, Vince.
I don't care if she is. That knife had Made in New Zealand stamped on it. So where is she?
I left her at my place.
Don't make me thump you again, Bexx.
I said she's at my place.
That's more like it. Is she armed?
Yeah, she's got a knife and 9 brothers.
Well, I'll get the tactical boys in. And as for you, don't even think about leaving town. In fact, you can make yourself useful by using your squalid lifestyle to find out about these indigenous opiates. I don't give a stuff what a person does in the privacy of their own body, but if I catch them, there'll be a few broken faces.
Opium for the Masses really was Opium for the Masses. Michael Puerile, the gobber Cummings, had earned a footnote to rock history as its first OD. But where was the floppy disk? The answer lay in Pete's dying clue. The horror. Which is why I was sitting in the Golden Staff Hotel, drunk.
Whoa, Bexx, the nips are getting bigger.
Malone, this boy's from the Bond Scott School of Hard Drinking. Didn't touch the sides either. Give me another. Make it a double.
Well, it's your liver.
And stay out of it. Make it a triple. Let me ask you a question, Pat. Do you think I'm a greedy man?
Yeah,
Well, that's where you're wrong. I don't ask much out of life. A little avocado farm on the north coast, maybe a 40-foot yacht. That isn't so much to ask, is it?
Let me guess, you got woman troubles, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I forgot about her. Ever been in love with a pink Mohican, Malone?
No, Bexx, I haven't.
Well, let me tell you, Sheila McCoy isn't just any pink Mohican. She's the one woman who could make me hang up my typewriter for good. I wonder if she's got any money. Oh, what's the use? Give me another drink.
You know you're not going to find the answer in the bottom of a glass, Bexx.
Oh, so why is it the only people know how to run my life are driving cabs and pulling beers?
Because we're all psychology majors.
Hey, where's my glass?
You just finished it.
Had I run my tongue around the inside? Had I? Had I?
Yes, Bexx. Hey, have a look at this album I picked up at Slime Lines.
So what? I speak by stalactites. Big deal.
Yeah, but see, it's autographed by the band, look. You think that makes it a collector's item, Bexx?
No.
Too bad, it's got these fingerprints all over it. How do you get chocolate stains out?
That's not chocolate, bimbo. It's blood.
Hey, do you think they'll wash out?
If they're Pete Better's finger marks, now that would make for a collector's item. Pete's? Pat, the room where Pete was killed was lined with records. If he touched this as he died...
No. Maybe he just cut himself shaving.
Bexx, the horror. It's been staring you in the face. It's a song. God, but which song? Pat, name me a song with the word horror in it.
Skyhooks, horror movie, 11 in the 70s.
Paid it. Thanks a million, Pat. Thanks 10 million. Thanks 20 million. In all the vinyl mile, there was only one Slime Lime, the undisputed king of used records and pornography. Also had a nice hardcore video business. With a bit of luck, that's where I'd find the floppy disk.
Bexx, I got records here so hot they ain't even had time to punch the hole in the middle. How am I supposed to remember them all?
This is easy. She came in yesterday with Pete Better's whole collection. A yank, blue bedroom eyes, straight white teeth, fluffy pink mohawk.
White teeth, brown teeth, pink mohawk, green mohawk. They all look like they could do with a good kick up the bum in a Mountain Odyssey house.
All your records. You got them alphabetically ordered, right?
What I look like, a library or something? You want it, you look for it. You find it, you pay the price. And if it happens it's got somebody else's name on it, I deny all knowledge.
When did you last sell a copy of Living in the 70s?
3 years ago. Shirley Strawn wanted one for his nephew.
Fantastic!
And not 5 minutes ago, I sold another.
Oh, no. I don't suppose you know who bought it.
Yeah, maybe.
Guy so high, mean hungry look, Mao cap, and jacket over gorilla chic overalls.
In this shop, money talks.
What's $5, say?
It says, where's the other 5?
Thief?
So look who's talking.
All right, there's your money. Now talk.
I agree with everything you said.
Luke had beaten me to the floppy disk, but I knew the workings of a criminal mind. His next step would be to try and hang an extortion on Rubber Soul Records. Well, Bexx Powders, conscience of the free world's record-buying public, would be there when he did.
Oh, there you are, and I just got off the phone to your fiancé.
I don't have a fiancé.
Oh, don't be coy. Congratulations. Sounds like a lovely girl. Church wedding or a registry job?
Neither.
Well, of course, I told her that was my experience, but she said her brothers had made all the arrangements. Oh, New Zealand's lovely this time of year. I want Greg to take me there just as soon as he sells out and gives one of his songs to a big name.
Greg's been selling out for years, but no one's been buying, Mandy.
I won't have you talking that way about the man I love, the father of my about the man I love.
Let's get serious. Jake had any out-of-the-usual extortion demands?
Not that I should care, but that happens to be why I rang you.
A big ransom demand on the return for Opium for the Masses, right? Hey, Mandy, give your old heartbreaking slug a break. I need the story.
We received a call from an anonymous man, and he said he'd return OFTM if his list of demands was met, and Jake said he'd do anything. So, the caller demanded the immediate assassination of several prominent politicians and a declaration of a people's revolution.
That was all?
The caller also demanded $500,000 in gold.
Yep, that's our boy, all right. How'd Jake react?
He put him on hold while he did a few lines. Then offered to promote something called a People's Revolution Dance Spectacular.
What did the extortioner say?
He wanted to know if Jake knew of any good drummers, and Jake said not only did he know of good drummers, but he'd personally meet the extortionist at the place of his choosing with $50,000 in unmarked bills.
What did the extortioner say to that?
He'd ring back in an hour.
Then I'm in time. You didn't tell all this to the woman at my flat, did you?
You can't build a marriage on secrets, Bexx. Believe me. I've tried.
Hiya, Jake.
Get out of here, Powders.
You look a little tense. Can I fix you a drink?
Get your thieving hands out of my cocktail cabinet.
Won't join me?
No!
Well, here's to success. Now, the way I understand it, right about now, you could use a friend, Jake.
I could use a number one on the US charts is what I could use, and you can put the bottle back in the cabinet.
Sorry, Jake, I'll be needing it before the night's out. Mind if I smoke?
Yes.
Tough.
Ah. Where's my inhaler? Now listen up, loser. Jake Pearlhibbits doesn't need the help of any two-bit gutter snipe.
Get that damn spoon out of your nose when you talk to me. You're pathetic. Wide to the eyeballs, and you want to deny me my God-given destiny. This is my story, Jake, so count me in. How much of the 50 G's you raised?
Not that it's any of your business, but I happen to have the entire Crawley Hugs New Guinea tour fund at my disposal.
How much?
At least $600.
How far can they tour on $600?
The Hugs will love the simplicity of village life. Hunger may teach them to respect the value of a solid pop song.
You're still 49,400 short, Jake.
Oh.
So what'd you say, 50,000?
Because in this business, I'm a man who thinks big.
Well, start thinking about stuffing your attaché case with paper.
Yes, Mr. Pearlhibbits?
Mandy, bring round the car. We're going to need a driver.
Yes, Bexx.
And you, Jake, get me a cup of coffee and a pack of Camels. And hey, Pearlhibbits, find a dummy floppy disk in case there's a chance of pulling a switch.
I just gotta get my phone.
Don't touch it. I'm in the driver's seat and you're just the bag man. Right? Right?
All right.
So get me my Camels. Hello, extortion headquarters. That's right, Ljke. Bexx Powders. Okay, so you beat me to the disc. I've got 50,000 in unmarked bills waiting for an exchange. Midnight. It doesn't give me much time. Oh, you know that. Where? You're kidding. You're not kidding. Well, all right. Don't worry about us. We'll show. Just make sure you're there, parasite. We've got 10 minutes to make the rendezvous.
Where is it?
Midnight on the top span of the Harbour Bridge.
He's joking.
Can you really afford to call his bluff, Jake?
I'll pack the attaché case.
Bexx Powders, rugged cool in his pork pie hat and wraparound shades, regarding the jello Jake Pearlhibbits quivering all the way down to his attaché case. I don't know. The fact that it was midnight and we were at the top of the Harbour Bridge ready to swindle an extortionist out of 50 grand and the biggest single of all time is not in itself a reflection of where the music biz was coming from that summer.
You really think there's a chance of pulling a switch, Powders?
I tell you, this guy's a goose. Anything's possible. We'll ask to see the floppy disk and I'll substitute this one. Easy.
Well, that may be just a substitute floppy disk to you, but to me it represents the first chapter of the autobiography of Jake Pearlhibbits.
What's it called?
The Power of Positive Exploitation. It's a love story.
It'll be a short story if we don't...
What is it?
No, thought I saw something. False alarm. Just a fly on my sunglasses.
Hang on. Isn't that someone climbing up the other side?
Yeah, I see him.
Can you see the floppy disk?
No, but that's our man. I can make out the Gucci label on his jungle fatigues.
So, it's Bexx Powders, imperialistic bootlicker. I'm Jake Pearlhibbits, decadent bourgeois propaganda monger. Come to feel the wrath of the people's revenge, huh? Two pimps, necrophiliacs on the back of the dead body of capitalism. Huh? What's this? Double-cross me, will you? Well, I'll destroy the disc.
Powders, I hope that wasn't our extortionist.
Luke Hamilton-Mawley flew too close to the sun and fell into the city-bound traffic. Blech.
What's it mean, Powders?
At a guess, Jake, I'd say that we're dealing with a new extortionist. An individual so vile and ruthless he'll stop at nothing to achieve his ends.
Wrong! To achieve her ends!
Mandy! You pushed him off.
That's right, Jake. Good old servile Mandy.
But Honeykins, did you get the floppy disk?
Right here in my hand, Jake.
Oh, sweet surrender. Powders and I are witnesses, Darl. The extortionist slipped and fell, didn't he?
Absolutely, Mandy was nowhere near him.
Mandy, baby, come to Uncle Jake.
Stop right where you are, Jake, or I'll throw the disc to the wind.
No.
Oh, quit jabbering, Jake. Darling, it's your old heartbreaking slug you're talking to here.
Oh, maybe once, Bexx, but no more. I'm done with paying my dues. And don't try to rush me.
Hey, no one's rushing you, kid, but you know, I've never seen you like this before. Your little features are all contorted with greed.
If this disc is worth 50 grand, it's 50 grand to me.
Hand over the money, Jake.
But Mandy, wouldn't you rather your Christmas bonus?
The money, Mr. Pearlhibbits.
How say 1 week's paid holiday on the Gold Coast?
The money, Jake.
2 weeks.
The
money,
money,
Jake.
Jake.
Oh, all right. But you're washed up in this business, and I don't care if you are my sister-in-law and aunt to my kids. Never darken my door again.
Don't worry about that.
And after all I did for you,
All the unpaid overtime.
the company's mighty loyalty cruelly betrayed.
Uncuff the case and let's see the bills.
Oh, yes, the key. Now, what did I do with the key to the handcuffs? Quick, Powders, the disc.
Get hold of the wrist.
You dirty double crosses.
I got it, Jake.
Knee me in the balls, will you?
Should have done it years ago.
Why, you...
Aim for the water, Jake. Aim for... Well, the deck of a ship will do, I suppose.
Bexx! Help! Bexx! Oh, help me! Help me, Bexx!
Mandy, where are you, kid?
Down here, Bexx!
Can't see you, sweetheart. But I can hear you.
You're standing on my fingers!
Oh, so I am. I'll just...
No! Move!
Mandy!
Bexx, I can't hang on much longer.
Don't worry, I'll save you. Well, I've got to put the floppy disk in a safe place, sweetheart. Don't suppose you got any suggestions?
Save me, Bexx! Save me!
I put it inside my pork pie hat.
Oh, please, Bexx! Please!
Sweetheart, are you listening to me?
Yes!
I'm going to throw you the sleeve of my Italian black silk jacket to grab hold of. I won't make a big deal of it, but it did cost me $400 now, so be a little gentle on the fabric.
Lower, Bexx! No, good, I can't reach. Bexx! I think, yes, I've got your sleeve.
Now, mind what I said about the silk?
Yes, Bexx, pull me up.
You're no lightweight.
Yes, pull me up, Bexx, pull me up.
My sleeve! Mandy's screaming face twisted away from me into the dark waters beneath. What profits it a man to gain the hottest commercial record on earth and lose an old lover? Not to mention the left sleeve of a $400 jacket.
Night and you and blue Hawaii.
On this day, 8 years ago, the king shuffled off this mortal coil. Elvis Presley passed away.
Wise men say.
Bexx Powders is the only journalist to actually die and interview the great man himself. Be listening when Bexx Powders goes to rock and roll heaven, live on JJJ.